Okay, guys, it's been a whole day after UFC 313. We had some crazy results after this night. Some upset people like me, but it is what it is. But we're going to go through what happened. We're going to talk about the fights, the results, what went on. And I have Ivan and Diego here with me tonight again. We're going to go over all of our predictions. All right, so let's kick things off. So we're here with Diego
What's good? Hello, guys.
and Ivan.
Yo,
Perfect. So the first fight of the night was Jordan Santos against Ozzy Diaz. This went to decision. Ozzy Diaz won this by unanimous decision. It was a very strike heavy fight. It was back and forth mayhem. They looked like two unks fighting out there, but it was still a decent fight. What do you guys think?
Too
um,
long. Yeah.
Twonks, yeah. That second and third round, the first round was, it was cool, but the second and third round they picked it up and had a good fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't really say much about it. I ended up watching the tail end of it because I was at work.
Yeah. They both started off, I would say, pretty even. I would say that Jordan had the edge in the first and second round, but you could see Jordan starting to get really tired. And by the third round, Ozzy was the fresher fighter, and he just kept standing. And you could see the Jordan was way more tired than Ozzy, and I feel like that's what made it unanimous.
Mm-hmm. And we go back to what Ivan had pointed out on our prediction video that Ozzy Diaz, changing that weight, I think did help him a lot in this fight.
Yeah, definitely. And even the broadcasters are pointing that out that they liked him at this weight, and he looked a lot better.
Yeah, I feel like he should definitely stay at middleweight.
Just
Yeah, I
clean
agree.
up his act a bit, get used to that weight class.
That's true. Yeah, so for the predictions, Ivan had Ozzy Diaz winning and Diego and I got it wrong.
It's our
All right.
first predictions.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, our next fight was Marion Santos versus Francis Marshall. We actually, all three of us got this correct. The decision went to a split. It was a very questionable decision, but yeah, what do you guys think?
I didn't really watch this fight if I'm being honest. I was at work. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. You guys have to talk about this one.
Diego?
So for this fight, Myron Santos and Francis Marshall, split decision. There wasn't really much to it. I would say Santos did enough to win. However, Francis did have 2 minutes of control time, and I would think he didn't really do a lot with that control time, and Marin got the edge in the striking, and that's what I feel won it for him.
I agree with you, Diego. Plus, the control time that he did have was some like really bad control time towards the end of the third round, which is what Francis Marshall totally did not need. He needed to stay on his feet, getting more strikes in, getting more damage in, and he decided to go for control time in the ground, which I don't really understand. He had a really great start. He almost dropped him with a huge left. I don't know why he didn't keep doing that, but I feel like Francis Marshall won, but Marion Santos, I guess, did enough to sway the judges to decide for him to win.
Yeah, some of these split decisions are always gonna be controversial. People are gonna see the fight differently. Um, but yeah, I think the striking is what won it for Santos
Yeah,
ultimately.
sweet. Yeah, just moving on to our third fight of the night. Alex
Oh
Morano
man,
versus yeah, this Alex Morano versus Carlos Dial. There's not
this one
really
was a little sad.
yeah, this
Liao, Liao, Liao. Let me tell you about this guy. Alex Murno got fucked
I
up.
had never seen
Thank God the
Moreno
ref
like
saved him.
really. Yeah, thank God the ref stepped in there.
yeah, now I understand why this was such a heavy favorite for Carlos Dial.
Yeah, I remember you sent a message.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
have it was a very good fight, very lopsided. Carlos Dial came out with the TKO, freaking destroyed him in that first round.
Just destroyed him.
Yeah, Carlos Dial had a really good striking fight. There's not really much to say.
Uh, no, yeah, I had Morono because I had never seen Liao fight, but that was just sad. Morono got just destroyed. Yeah, I had never seen him like that. I had never seen really any fighter look that defeated, and I'm glad the ref stepped in there because it was getting pretty bad. Morono wasn't there no more. He was just swinging. Liao just incredible power. It's just insane.
Yeah, that was a great sequence by Carlos Dial towards the end. He looked really
Hmm.
good out there. Like you said, good thing the ref stopped it before Alex Morano got like seriously injured. because they were throwing punches, but only Carlos Dial was landing them.
Yeah.
And the punches that he was throwing were like to the death. But yeah, that's pretty much how it went down. For the predictions, I was the only one that got this one right. You guys thought there was going to be a big upset, and I understand why, but I also understand why it was so lopsided too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Our next fight was Bruno Ferreira versus Armin Petrosian. Who would have thought that Bruno Ferreira was going to get a submission here? It was besides Ivan in our previous video, he predicted a second round submission by Bruno Ferreira, which is crazy.
I told you he was gonna latch something up. Man, these guys, man. Let me tell you, people forget Bruno Ferreira. However Joe Rogan would say, people forget, man.
Yeah. It started out pretty good. Armin gave a couple groin shots to Bruno Ferreira. Kind of annoying. Then he started doing fence grabs with his feet. Then he faked the groin shot. But other than that, it was a super, super fun fight. Bruno Ferreira pulled out that submission out of nowhere. His transition to the armbar was crazy, crazy good. What else do you guys think?
I think I'm just a goat, for real.
For predicting?
Yeah, like I'm not fucking 2 out of 10.
No, yeah, that prediction is crazy. But yeah, no, who would have thought? You know, I had Petrosian. Like Ivan said, did forget about Bruno Ferreira.
People forget, man.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him fight in a while, and it's awesome to see him get back in there and like get this win. But yeah, no, that's a crazy submission. Should get him some like a bigger fight moving forward. And he pulled the upset. Well, no, wasn't he the favorite?
No, he pulled an upset.
He pulled the upset, yeah.
Yeah, he pulled an upset.
I should put some money on this.
Bro, you could have won a crazy money out of second round if you would have like gotten the
Submission.
prediction exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like you did, and like he was the underdog.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in the clip where Ivan says second round submission.
I think Bruno is gonna pull off a late finish, maybe second, third round. He's gonna drop him, and then be able to lock up some sort of submission on the ground.
So you guys can see it, but he legit predicted
Oh
that.
yeah.
Just a quick little thoughts about Bruno Ferreira. He looks super freaking strong for the middleweight division. He looks hella strong out there.
Yeah, his physique isn't really surprised. Like it doesn't stand out to you, but this guy, he's a little tank.
He is a little tank.
He should fight Shar Putin next. Magomedov. That'd be a great fight.
That would be a great fight.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then for the predictions, we had Ivan and I had it correct. Diego thought Armin was gonna get his comeback win, but sometimes it doesn't go that way. But it is what it is. Alrighty, moving on. We got Joshua Van versus Ray Saruya.
Wait. Oh, I didn't go with Joshua Van.
No, Ivan. I do that. That's what I said. I'll play the video where you said that you have, or I'll put in the video.
This kid, Joshua Van.
See, you said that.
Kid.
You said that, Vale.
Yeah.
But then
Merchant.
But then you went to picking Ray Saruya, Vale.
Yeah, Joshua Van. Let me tell you, everything about this kid looks amazing. The way he was just in there, he stayed calm, composed. He could have gone another 6 rounds. He looked amazing. He needs a main event on a fight night. He is now 6-1 in the UFC. All right. How is this guy not ranked?
I agree with that statement. Ray Saruya.
Flyweight, pretty competitive right now, you know.
Yeah.
Give him you know who he should fight? He should fight Tim
Elliott.
Elliott.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be a great fight for Joshua Van.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Joshua Van looked great, like you said, looked super good. Freaking Ray Saruya with the freaking takedown merchant. He had like 20 takedowns, and Joshua Van defended all of them.
Almost all of them.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah.
He was 4 for 21.
4 for 21 is crazy.
Yeah. He did get 3 minutes of control time, but you know, not enough to like.
For what
Van was doing.
What?
You know?
12 minutes of getting his ass whooped?
Exactly. Exactly. Not enough for the rest of the fight.
The only good thing that Ray Saruya did here was what was the Ivan, that judo move you said?
Oh, the judo throw?
Yeah, the judo throw that he pulled. That one was clean.
That was a nice takedown.
Mm-hmm.
How he just threw him, do a little hip toss.
Yep.
Yeah, a little hip toss.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
what was, sorry, Diego, go ahead.
we did talk about people losing their O's. He did lose his
He
undefeated
Yeah,
streak.
did lose his
yeah.
undefeated
I
record.
should have gone with my gut instead of going with the hype.
Yeah, I still don't know, Ivan, because you were hyping up Joshua Van, and then at
And
the
then
end
yeah,
you said Ray
should have
Soria.
gone with Soria. Or should have gone with Joshua Van.
Yep. All right, perfect for our predictions here. Um, Ivan and Diego, you guys both had Ray. I had Joshua Van. Funny thing enough, right before the fight started, I bet on Ray Soria, which was a really bad mistake.
Um. Oh, yomp. All right, next one.
All right, this fight, Bobby Green versus Mauricio Rufy. What a fight!
This was crazy.
Yeah,
Just
we have
everything about Rufy. Oh, oh man, don't even get me. I'm about to start salivating.
Yeah, Mauricio Rufy came in, looked super good, super confident. Uh, got a crazy spinning hit kick to knock out Bobby Green. Rightfully
Yeah,
so, got awarded the performance of the night. It was an amazing fight.
me and me and Gavino jumped off the couch. I couldn't believe it. She was crazy. I didn't see, when I saw it happen. I didn't think Bobby Green was out. I thought he just like was about to fall towards the cage, but no, he just face planted. Bobby Green should retire. Rufy should fight like a top 15.
He,
Wait, no, is Bobby Green top 15? Is he ranked?
not
I
Yeah.
don't
sure.
think he's ranked.
Is he?
Well,
I don't think he's ranked.
No, but Mauricio Rufy called out Dariush.
Yeah, that would be a great fight.
That would be a great fight.
It just kind of sucks for Dariush because now you're just,
oh no, yeah, Green isn't ranked.
yeah. So
But
Dariush, that'd be a good fight.
he's just a big name because he's fought all the.
Like, he's fought everyone. He's like the
Yeah.
guy you fight before you get into the rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Wow.
I feel like Bobby Green should retire. I mean, he's coming off two freaking losses. He got put to sleep by Patty. Now he got put to sleep by Mauricio Rufy.
Yeah, he needs to change his name back to Bobby because he's 0-2 since he's got his name changed by brutal finishes on both. So
That's crazy.
Spinning head kick. Wow.
Yeah, dude, Diego, Ivan and I, we didn't even like our reaction was
Reaction time.
so delayed.
yeah,
It was so
You're like,
delayed.
wait. You
I
have to
was
feel
like,
100
oh,
process?
and then I went, oh.
Yeah, freaking everyone ran to the living room.
Everyone ran. There's pozole plates flying everywhere. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, chip bowls flying everywhere, salsa going on the walls.
Oh shit.
Rightfully
That looked
so.
like something.
But yeah,
Yep,
great performance by Mauricio.
definitely.
Should get a top 10 opponent next. But yeah, but like Dariush, a good fight.
Dariush would be a
Bobby
good fight.
Green, I don't know when he's stopping with him. I don't know. He just
Yeah.
kind of needs to take some time away from the sport because either that or retire. Because I mean, man, two brutal finishes.
Yeah, that's sad, but it is what it is. We got a star, or he's already a star to be on the Mauricio Rufy. He's not a star in the making. He's already a star, and he's not top 15 yet, or
That's
not in the
fighting,
ranking.
yeah.
I mean. Anyway, predictions we have.
All today was getting correct for the first time.
Yep, this was pretty obvious. He was gonna win. He got a pretty great victory here, and we all guessed it right. Okay, moving on. We have the Amanda Lemos versus Yasmin Lucindo fight. I don't want to hate on women's fights, but this was a terrible and boring fight.
Ivan,
Yeah.
you
I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to get like.
don't want to
Listen,
get canceled.
We tried
it's our
giving
second
women's
episode.
MMA a chance. I am not watching another women's MMA fight if it's not Zhang Weili, Rose Namajunas, Amanda Nunes retired, so I can't even say that. Kayla Harrison or Valentina Shevchenko or Alexa Grasso. and Tracy Cortez and Mackenzie Dern. But let me tell you,
Okay, why is
never
that,
watching
Ivan?
because they both have a great grappling. You know.
Right,
Um.
right.
Yeah. So never watching another women's MMA fight. I'm just gonna, instead of eating and then watching that Bobby Green fight, we should have watched the Bobby Green fight and then went to go eat. So that's how it should have been. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was
definitely.
you know,
And the highlight of this fight was that the fight ended 5 seconds early. Like,
yeah, that was crazy to me. I started laughing. I
yeah,
couldn't
think
believe
about
it.
that. Think about that. That's the highlight of the fight.
Why did it end 5 seconds early?
Dana White said that's enough, and he canceled it 5 seconds early.
Yeah,
He
it
texted
was
me.
really boring.
He texted me after the fight.
Uh,
Okay.
he asked me for permission actually. You know, he called me. He's like, "Hey, can we okay this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you." A terrible fight. I don't even want to talk about it. Moving on to the next one, please.
Okay, real quick predictions. Ivan and I got this wrong. Diego had he had the correct call. He said that experience was gonna win
No.
over. He said the experience was gonna win over Yasmin Lucindo, and it
Bro,
definitely did.
you know what the other highlight of the fight is?
Mm.
The fact that Joe Rogan was like, "This young man right here."
Oh yeah, what the?
Yeah. You know who she kind of looks like? What's that guy's name? The Barcelona kid.
uh,
Um,
something Yamal,
Winger.
Well,
Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. That's who that looks.
like
Lamine
Lamine
Yamal.
Yamal.
All right, all right, all right. Moving on, moving on. Let's move on to an actual, a banger. All right. Let's move on to what we're all here for. Gaethje and Fuziev.
wait, did we talk about Bahamondes
Oh, I
and
forgot about that. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I can.
I forget.
I'm gonna edit that out.
Edit that out.
I'm gonna
Edit that
say
out. Go ahead.
I'm gonna restart the predictions real quick again, and then I'm just gonna say we're moving on to the next fight.
All right, word.
So yep, the predictions for this fight. Ivan and I got this wrong. Diego was the only one that got it correct. He said that experience was gonna win over this fight, and it definitely did. But anyway, moving on. We've got Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. This is a great fight as well.
yeah, great fight,
Diego, thoughts on this?
great fight. I did not expect. You know, Bahamondes isn't really known for his submissions, so he only has two in his career. Wait, sorry. Yeah, he only has two in his
Fact check
career.
that.
Yeah, no, he does. That's the second one.
Okay.
So it was interesting for him to get a submission. But that shows his improvement on the ground, That makes him a more dangerous fighter in the lightweight division. He's still 27, still rising, and winning over someone like Jalen Turner is gonna put him um like higher up in the rankings, and I think it's a really good win for him. And yeah, it just shows how much he's improved.
Yeah, it was a great fight. Sorry, Ivan, I totally cut you out. What were you gonna
So you
say?
can get a deep breath.
Oh, anyway, yeah, that was totally an unexpected submission. Like Diego said, he has been training with Bilal. Bilal was in his corner, coaching him through that fight, and
See that Balab training with them really improved Bahamondes' grappling for the fact that we really haven't seen an approach by Bahamondes like this. But when it came down to locking up that triangle, that was beautiful. He did everything he needed to do. He made sure he grabbed the arm and he circled over and then tightened it. It was just everything about that finish was beautiful.
yeah, it was
Um,
very clean.
Mhm.
the only thing I will say that I wasn't exactly happy about was Jalen Turner calling it a career. He retired. Um, Bahamondes, this is really respectful. He came over to him, was like, "Hey, man," he's like, "You have a lot of potential." He's like, "Don't give up." He's like, "If you ever need someone in life, talk to me." Really great stuff. Seeing that good sportsmanship. But I think this is really premature for Jalen Turner. He's only like 29, 28, and
Yeah,
considering retirement at this age, like he's lost 2 fights, but this guy is still super talented and has a lot of potential.
Yeah, a lot of part of it could be mental health. The CT. You know, that's part of it. But he does have a lot of great potential, and it is sad to see him retire. Um, but yeah, I think it's really a personal choice that might be for his health, might be for to pursue something else, to pursue a different career possibly, and yeah, just we hopefully this isn't his last fight, and he might get back in there someday.
Yeah, I agree with some of the stuff you said, Diego, but if it's because he's lost twice and he's kind of losing that motivation, I don't think he should retire. Um, I'm gonna bring back what Ivan said about what Inaxio was talking about. He actually today he talked about, or he got interviewed, and it wasn't really a call out, but he told Jalen Turner that if he wanted to train, he could come to Chicago and train with them, and if he needed a place to stay, he could stay with them, which is a lot of respect and definitely earned a new fan. Um, but yeah, I agree with Ivan though. He should not retire. We'll see what happens with him though. But yeah, any final thoughts, guys?
Super entertaining fighter is Jalen Turner. Excited to see Bahamondes get in that top 15 and get some I don't know, get into that exciting state of fights. Huh?
Yeah, definitely. For the predictions, Ivan, you had hyped up Jalen Turner a little bit. Then you said uh, that he's not really consistent, but
But I
you
believe in him.
but you believe in him, and that's respectful. So you went with him, and Diego and I both said Ignacio Borja Mendez on this one, giving us another correct prediction.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All
Well,
right.
moving
Moving
on
on.
to our co-main event, El Fiziv. This was a great fight. It was awarded fight of the night, rightfully so. It was a super fun fight to watch. It went the distance. The judges scored all three cards for Justin Gaethje, so he got the unanimous decision win. What do you guys think?
Diego?
It's pretty great. Pretty great win. He was talking about this might be his last opportunity to get to the belt, and yeah, he did everything he needed to do to win. Fiziev was not going down. He's a strong fighter, so it went the distance. But yeah, it's just awesome to see Gaethje get the win and possibly get that title shot.
Yeah. It was a really great fight. The first round, it was really exciting. Not yeah, exciting and like intriguing to see Fiziev get those first two takedowns and then just sit on Gaethje's face for a while. He had a really great start, but
Bingo.
it went exactly like the first one. Had a great start. Gaethje started to pick him apart in the second and third. Um, that second round, I believe, was when Fiziev got dropped, and that one was crazy. Fiziev had showed a lot of heart there, to withstand the pressure, and he got back up and then finished the fight. Or well, didn't he coasted to the decision. It was a really great back and forth fight. Fiziev looks really exciting in this division. Now that he's healthy, there's plenty of
Mhm.
matchups you can make for him. Uh, if you guys watched the post-fight press conference with Justin Gaethje and Islam, or not Islam, Justin Gaethje and Islam, Justin Gaethje or Dana White talking about Justin Gaethje, then
Mhm.
you would see that he already has plans for Justin Gaethje getting that title shot, and knowing the privilege that the American fighters get, you know, um, he is more than likely to get a title shot next.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I want to see it though, just for the
Yeah.
off chance that Gaethje's gonna throw something crazy out there and boom. Anyways, Gavino.
Yeah, this was a really great bounce back fight for him. Like Ivan said, Rafael started really good in that first round. But Gaethje just picked it up in the second. That uppercut was crazy. It was well timed. It was beautiful. Um, Freaking crazy how Fiziev was able to withstand that. Um, but yeah, Justin Gaethje came to fight, and he got the W.
Yeah, I would like to see Fiziev um fight someone um like um he recently fought
Dude,
Gamrot.
you're
Some
lagging again, bro.
I was gonna say a good fight for Fiziev would be like Michael Chandler or like Dan Hooker. I feel
That
like
would be a great fight.
yeah, they're Michael Chandler being 7 in the rankings, Fiziev at 11. You know, if that fight against uh Gaethje obviously didn't go his way, maybe against Michael Chandler, he might do a bit better. Also, Chandler probably wants to get back in there soon or if that fight with McGregor isn't gonna materialize. You know.
Yeah, I can see the points you brought up, Diego, and they all make sense. I agree.
Yeah.
Michael Chandler would be a really good fight against Fiziev. It'd be super fun to watch too.
Oh, Chandler's fighting
Two,
Kimber, right? So
you got two short, strong, explosive fighters. That would be if Justin Gaethje and Fiziev was entertaining. I could just imagine watching Fiziev and Chandler. They both have really bad fight IQ, so it would be fireworks from the beginning to the end, and yeah, someone would die potentially.
Yeah,
mhm.
potentially. Yeah, for the final predictions, Ivan had Fiziev, Diego and I both had Gaethje. We just saw Justin Gaethje came on top with the win. So yeah, both Diego and I got it correct. But yeah, moving on to our main event card. All right, our main event: Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. This went the distance, all 5 rounds. We have a new light heavyweight champion. Super sad for Powhatan fans.
I mean,
It
it's better.
was it was mostly a boring fight, somewhat of questionable scorecards. We definitely need a rematch sometime this year, and hopefully Ankalaev wants to fight again. But I know Pereira does. But we definitely need a rematch. What do you guys think?
I don't want to talk.
Yeah, it's like that.
I've lost like hope of living after seeing the fact that the light heavyweight division had some order in it. Seeing Alex make light heavyweight great again by fighting all the contenders. He was fighting every like 2 to 3 months, all entertaining fights. He has a really entertaining style. I'm not saying Magomed doesn't have the potential to be entertaining and all that. I'm just saying seeing one title defense a year is gonna be so depressing. That division is get halted. Is gonna get halted. I think if there's a fight to make, it's the rematch. And if Alex wins the belt back, then we might potentially see a trilogy because there is no other light heavyweight contender for Alex. And if Alex loses in a rematch, then we might just see him go up to heavyweight and finish his career there. But maybe this is just the bias in me because I like Alex, but I thought he had won round 1, 3, and 5. Magomed definitely won that second round and definitely won that fourth round. But yeah,
I think it was 1, 3, and 5 for Powhatan as well. I just think Ankalaev's pressure was just too much, like you were about to point out, Ivan. I don't think Pereira was used to that. I think he's used to being the fighter that puts on the pressure. But yeah, it was definitely super sad to watch Ankalaev's hand get raised and get called the new light heavyweight champion. But I guess props to him. He did give a semi entertaining fight. He did put on the pressure. He did come to do what he said he was gonna do. So yeah, what do you think, Diego?
Kind of what I expected from Ankalaev. His fights recently, like against Rakic and that draw against Jan Blachowicz. There's just been not a lot of action. He does put on a lot of pressure, but it's it's like he slowly gets there.
Mm-hmm.
I do think for this fight, he just did just enough to for the judges to see the fight his way. You know, I do agree that Huatan did have 1-3, and I think 5 is the more questionable round. You know, it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna trigger an immediate rematch. There's not a lot of contenders. You know, Ankalaev has beaten the top. Both Pereira and Ankalaev has beaten the top like 8 contenders. You know, Yuri, Yan, Jamal Hill, Rockage. I guess the only really contender right now is Carl's Olberg, but um, I think he's got a fight coming up, so we'll see how he does. You
Yeah,
know, but there's not a lot of contenders left
yeah,
that these guys haven't fought. So oh yeah, he's fighting Blahovic
yeah.
next.
It's coming up soon, isn't it?
Yeah, so that fight might put him next in line to the belt if he can beat Blahovic. But I just think in this case they're gonna give that rematch to Pereira.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah,
But yeah, Ivan did make a great point that those title defenses are gonna be. It's gonna take a while, and the division might be halted for some time.
yeah, most definitely. Well, the predictions for this fight, all three of us had Pereira winning, and all three of us got it incorrect,
Unfortunately,
unfortunately. So yeah, this brings up our final prediction scores. Ivan got 4-6, Diego got 5-5, and I came out on top with 7-3.
you did pretty good. You should do a parlay next time.
I did do a parlay and I lost.
Oh man,
But yeah, any final thoughts for the night, guys?
no, it was a good card overall. Not as much fights as there usually is. It was a little shorter card. Um, but besides that, it was pretty good. You know, we saw some good knockouts. Great submission by Ignacio,
And
and
Ferreira.
yeah, that's it.
It was entertaining card. We have to talk about the two fights that fell through. Gutierrez, that fight got canceled, and so did the Curtis Blades one. We'll see if they reschedule that Curtis Blades fight a third time now, or if it will even happen at all. That sickness shouldn't keep him out for that long. I mean, the heavyweights don't really cut weight, so he should be able to fight again, like maybe in a week or two. But we'll have to see where he goes from here. Gutierrez, I would have gotten that prediction right. I already know it. He's a dog. So, yep.
Well, all right. Thank you so much, guys. I guess this will conclude our post-fight review, I guess. So, yeah. Yep, just gonna give a special shout out again to our 5 viewers. I want to
Oh,
give
yeah.
yes, sir. Want to give
Thank you,
a
Mom. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Miguel.
perfect. You. I also want to give a special shout out to El Kire Hector. Thank you for watching this and for saying we sound professional even though we don't. And I
Oh yeah,
appreciate your guys' time. Thank you.
yes sir. Thank
Buenas
you.
noches,
Buenas
mi gente.
noches.
Good night.